That's all. I'm so glad to be here. So, in few minutes time, we'll be starting our live session. If you are coming across this for the first time, please kindly subscribe to this channel, and I want to say welcome to a Striving Muslim podcast if you are seeing this for the first time. I'm so sorry, I just want to wait a few minutes, then we can start. Yes, I'm waiting for a few more people to join so that a lot of people can benefit from today's topic. So, inshallah, by 3, we'll be starting, or even before that time, we might also start. So, I'm just waiting so that we can have a lot of people on this before we start. Okay, so if you are here, please try to drop some information in the chat box. Also, remember this after the session we have a question and answer session. So please try to stay till the end of this so that should in case you have any question you can easily drop it in the chat box and the comment section. And if you have joined, thank you for joining. Thank you for okay. Thank you for joining. I just want to say Jazakumullah khairan if you are here. Thanks for joining. Today's segment is going to be an amazing one, inshallah. Just try to stay till the end so that you can ask your question in case you have any question to ask. Okay, so we have few people on the session now. I think we can start, and if we have some other people, they will join us as we. Okay. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zainab. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillahi sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Today is Friday. Is one of a great day, and I'm sure every one of us will have gone for Jumat, and I want to wish you all Jumat Mubarak. Welcome everyone. I'm really happy that we are here today. So today, I don't want this to feel like a lecture where I just talk and everyone just listen. I actually want us to have a conversation. We should have this discussion, and that is why I want you to stay to the end of this program. Drop your comment in the comment section. Please like, share with your loved one, because inshallah this is going to be a beneficial session for everyone. Now, because I know there are people watching right now, we would also like to wait a few more minutes so that other people can benefit from this great session. Okay, so inshallah we'll be starting this very soon. I just want us to make sure we carry everyone along without leaving anyone behind. Now, today's topic, what do you think we are discussing today? As I've said earlier, I actually want this to be a conversation whereby if we are interacting with each other, so I just want to be the one doing the talking. I want everyone to be here with me. Now, because I know there are people watching right now who are waiting for something from Allah. Of course, we all have one or two or three or thousands of things we are waiting for Allah to grant it for us. Because of course we are humans, and I want to believe you just want more. You have one car, you want more. You have one house, you want more. You have a child, you just want to give birth to more. And of course, a lot of people are waiting. You know, we have a lot of people that are waiting to get job. They keep calling Almighty Allah. They keep making their dua. Ya Allah, please grant me a good job. You know, some people might be waiting for marriage. Like, Ya Allah, please grant me a good spouse. I want a good spouse. While others are married and are waiting for child. Like, Ya Allah, please grant me a child. I want triplets. I want twins. You know, others are seeking ease in their financial burden, because we all know the way the country is, and a lot of people are out there crying to Allah, Ya Allah, please, I want a great financial breakthrough. I don't want to keep living with this small amount of salary. I want to expand my means. I really want to get more money and every other thing like that. Of course. And a lot of people are waiting for opportunity. Yes, I'm sure we have some people that might be waiting for opportunity. Ya Allah, I want to have this. I'm begging Allah to give me this particular thing, and I really want to have it. Yes. Or maybe you are just one person that have this family issue. You are trying to fix issue with your family, probably your parents, your siblings, or your spouse. Sometimes it might be your children. Yes. We just have one thing or the other. We are asking Almighty Allah to grant us. Now, if this is the kind of person you are, please stay tuned to the end of this session, because of course we are going to discuss a lot of things that will be beneficial to everyone, inshallah. Yes, as I've said earlier, I'm gonna wait for few more minutes for a lot of people to join, so that nobody will be left behind, and I want to carry everybody along. also want to tell you to kindly share this with your friends, share with your loved ones, because as I've said earlier, this is going to be a great session where everyone is going to learn. And please drop your comments in the chat box in case you have anything to discuss while we continue this program. Yes. Now, as I'm saying, I said today I don't just want to be the one doing the talking. If you are currently waiting for Allah on a particular dua, just type "I'm waiting" in the chat box. So I want to know if you are following this. I want to know if you are getting along with this. Yes, just type "I'm waiting" in the comment section. I want to know if you are going along with what I'm trying to discuss in this session. Now, I want to believe some people have done that already, so let's continue. Now, if you think you don't want to drop "I'm waiting," just type something so that I would also know that, oh, okay, I'm not talking to myself. I have someone listening. I have someone who is waiting to benefit from what I'm trying to say. So, yes, just drop anything. You can drop "Alhamdulillah." You can drop "I'm here with you." You can type "I'm listening." Just drop anything in the comment section so that I can know you are here with me. So please do that, and let's start. Okay, now let's continue. Have you ever made dua many times that you became tired of making that particular dua? Like, you started with so much excitement, you make dua during tahajjud, you try to make dua after your salat, you try to fast and make dua after fasting. While on sujood, you still keep making this particular dua. You cry while making dua. You genuinely believe that I know Allah will answer me one day. But then days become weeks become months, perhaps months becomes year, and nothing seems to change. And then when you notice nothing is changing, I've fasted, I've made a lot of dua, I've done a lot of things, and I'm not really seeing anything. Then you try to take a pause and try to look like, what's really going on? Or has Allah forgotten me? Does he neglect me? Is there anything I'm doing that it feels like, you see your dua, I'm not gonna answer it? Wait, let me tell you one thing. 1,001 people are out there seeking for Allah's help, seeking for Allah's rahmah, and I want to tell you that, because sometimes the added part is not you making the dua. Yes, you make dua because you really know you want this thing, and of course you already know that I don't have plan A. Some people used to be like, okay, my plan A is Allah, even plan B is still Allah, my plan C, till my plan Z is still Allah, because I don't have anybody, I don't have any other person except Almighty Allah, which is, of course, for a Muslim, that is what we need to believe in. Like, we don't have any power, we don't have anything, we don't have any supernatural power except Allah. Now, the hardest part is not you making the dua, because of course you want this thing and you really want to get it, so you need to make the dua. Now you definitely make the dua. Ya Allah, I want another child, you make dua. Ya Allah, I want a good job, you make dua. Ya Allah, I need a good spouse, you're gonna make dua. Ya Allah, I want to buy a car, I want to build out, I want to do a lot of things. Of course you're going to make dua, and which I'm sure you've done that, right? Interesting. But let me tell you, the hardest part is you continue to believe while you are waiting. Now, you pray to Allah, Ya Razak, please, I need money, bless me, provide for me. You are making this dua, right? Yes. And you are not seeing any changes. The hardest part of you making the dua is not just saying it to Allah, bless me with this, Allah, grant me this. The hardest part is you waiting. That sabr is the real thing you need to hold on to. You need to have the sabr. So when you wait for Almighty Allah, you need to have sabr. sorry, you need to have someone, you need to be very, very. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if it got to a point you couldn't hear what I'm saying. I'm really, really sorry. I need to kind of attend to something so that it won't distract. The background noise will not distract what we're trying to do. So I'm so sorry about that. So let's continue. What I will say, I'm trying to let you know that the hardest part is not you making the dua, but the hardest part is you trying to be very, very patient. Is you continue to keep waiting and trust in Allah. You see, Sabr, Almighty Allah mentions Sabr in different verses. I actually can't say a particular numbers of time Almighty Allah mentioned us that you need to be patient, we need to be patient, we need to, even in Surah Al-Baqarah it was even written, you need to seek Allah with patience, because Almighty Allah knows that we might not be, like, as humans now, we've already asked Allah for something and we just want to get the results immediately, like, yeah, Allah bless me with this, and you just expect it to just happen one. Yes, sometimes it happens like that, like immediately you ask Allah for something, He grants it immediately. And I want you to note something. Whenever you make dua, it's that three things happen. Number one thing that happens is that Allah might give you what you ask for. Immediately you ask for it, like, yeah, Allah, please grant me this, or grant me success in this particular thing, and Allah grants it. That's amazing, right? Of course, I know. I'm sure you'll be so glad and you'll be happy. Fine. And sometimes you ask Allah, yeah, Allah, please bless me with this. And Allah knows the best time. Yes, that's one thing about Almighty Allah that we don't know. Sometimes we don't know that. And I'm asking Allah, is not giving me this. Why is He not giving me? I've already told Allah, I need a good spouse, I need children, I need a good job, and He's not granting this. Why is He not doing this? You know one thing about Almighty Allah, there is time for everything, and He knows the best time for everything we requested for. Now, for instance, I'm asking for a spouse. Imagine me asking for a spouse at age 25, and Allah does not grant it till I'm 30, 32. It was when I got to age 32 that Allah granted spouse. Now, what does that tell us? It tells that, okay, you requesting for a spouse at 35 is not the best thing for you. It's when you reach this particular stage, which is age 32, that is when I've already tested that I'm going to give you this. Now, that is it. You are going to get it, but you just say, wait, it's not yet time. I'm going to give it to you, but not now. Be patient. I will give it to you. It's not yet time. Yes, that's the second thing that happened. The first thing is that you get your dua answer immediately. The second thing that happens is that Allah says, wait, it's not yet time. I'm going to give it to you, but not now. Just wait. When it's time, I'm going to give it to you. Now, what's the third thing that happens? The third thing that happens is that this thing is not the best for you, so I'm not going to give it to you. And when we notice this is happening, we don't know the reason behind it, of course. We are just humans and we just want this, we just really want it, and we really want this to happen, and it's not happening. Now, we will be saddened, like, I'm asking Allah for this, why is He not giving it to me? Because He knows what is best for you. You don't know. You don't know if you get this particular job, you might die young. And Allah does not want you to die young. He wants you to do great things in life. So of course, He just tried to say, no, I'm not going to give you this yet. You just have to wait till when I know it's best for you. So those are the three things that happens when we are trying to make dua and make requests for Almighty Allah. Now, did Allah hear us? Of course, yeah. Did He listen to our dua? Yes, He does. Is He going to give us what He wants? Yes, depending on what He knows is best for us. And those are the things that happens when you're trying to make dua or make requests for things from Almighty Allah. Now, why hasn't Allah answered me?
this is one of the biggest questions people ask. If Allah hear me, and why is he not answering? Are you sure Allah can hear me? He can see I'm requesting for this. So why is he not granting it? Let me tell you one thing. And I want us to be very clear here. A delay does not mean Allah doesn't hear what we want. That delay, it doesn't mean Allah doesn't care about us. That delay does not automatically mean Allah is rejecting our request. Sometimes you are looking at a situation with one single angle, with a small angle. It's only Almighty Allah that have the entire picture. He understands the entire things. You know what you want. Allah knows what you need. He sees today and he knows tomorrow. You see the door you want to enter. Allah knows what is behind that door. You see that particular request you are making. Allah knows what is going to come out of that. So he understands us, he knows what we want, and he knows our need at a particular time. Now, and sometimes the thing we are desperately asking Allah to give us is actually something that could harm us. Yes, we need to note that. There are some times what we are requesting for and what we are really bent on, like, yeah, Allah, please, I just want this, I just want this. They might weaken us, they might destroy our iman, they might reduce, what's it called, our, our art of ibadah and a lot of things we do. Now, Allah knows what is best, and sometimes when we think Allah is actually delaying, it's actually not delaying, it's just protecting us, because he knows if he give you this thing. Imagine a 20-year-old child and he's begging Allah, yeah, Allah, please, I need a ride. I'm going through a lot of stress in this economy. I can't just be jumping from one bus to another. I just need to get my car. Allah knows that if I give you this car at a 20, number one, you might try to be proud, you might be arrogant, you might try to want to behave somehow, because you are still naive, you are young, you are not, what's it called, you don't have enough knowledge now. You know what, I'm going to give you this car, but this is not the right time, because I know if I'm giving you this car right now, it's going to destroy you, and I don't want you to be destroyed. I don't want anything that will take you away from the path of Almighty Allah which you've been following. So I'm not going to give you this right now. So I'm going to wait till, let's say, when you're 35. By that time, you have enough iman, you understand reasonable things you are meant to do, and that is the best time, I think, that is when I think it's best for me to get this. So that is when I'm going to give you this thing. But we don't see the reason behind it. We are just eager to get what we want. Like, yeah, Allah, please, I'm tired of going to work with public transport. I just want to have my own car. I've been trying all my best. I've been trying to save. I couldn't get this. Why am I not getting this? Let me tell you something. Do you remember that in the Holy Quran, which is Quran 2 verse 1 to 6, Allah tells us that in the Quran that perhaps you ate a thing that is good for you, and perhaps you love something which is very bad for you. Allah knows and you did not know. Now, try to reflect on that particular verse. Do you know what Almighty Allah is trying to tell us? Allah is trying to let us know that sometimes you will eat something like, I can't stay in Nigeria, or I can't do a particular job. Hey, I graduated with distinction in school, and I have a good grade. Now, me doing a secondary school teaching is not possible. I can't do that kind of job. I just want to work in the bank, or I just want to work as a financial expert in a private company. I want to work in KPMG. And Allah knows that that thing you are aspiring is not a good thing for you. It's not a good thing for you. It's not a great thing for you. It will damage you. It will destroy you. So he knows that you being a teacher at that particular time, that is what is best for you. And that is what Allah is going to give us. And just because we are humans, we just want good thing, we want to be there at all time, We want people to see us and be like, oh wow, where do you work? I work at KPMG. Ah, mashallah, that's fine. Where do you work? Oh, oh, I work at Zenith Bank or I work at Lotus Bank. Wow, interesting, mashallah. That's great. That's what we just want. We don't know the reason behind why we are not getting what we want. And Allah has already told us that perhaps you might want something. You think this is good for you. And it is not. And sometimes you might think, no, this is a bad thing. I don't want that. Ah, how can I do this? No, I don't want to do this. And Allah is going to give us because He knows what is good for us. Now, I want us to note that this verse is so powerful because sometimes we make dua based on what we can see. Yes, we are not the one controlling our affairs. So we just make dua generally based on what we can see. Like, oh, a friend of mine said he's working in a tech company and he has a salary of 1.2 million naira. I also want to work in a tech company so that I can earn that huge amount of money. Yes, everybody wants something huge. We want something beautiful. We want something luxury. Mashallah. Inshallah, may Almighty Allah bless us with everything good we want and may every good thing comes our way. But then, we don't know what Allah planned for us because there is a verse that says wamakaru wamakara Allahu wallahu khairul makirin. Yes, we plan, Allah plans, but Allah is the best planner. Yes, we have our own plan. In fact, I can remember when I was in secondary school, we used to have this plan of, okay, I'm going to graduate secondary school by 16 years old, and I'm going to enter university when I'm 17. By 21, I will have graduated from university. So I'm going to NYC when I'll be going to NYC when I'm 22. Then by 23, I'm going to get married. By 24, I don't know if I'm the only one, but then I could remember vividly that when I was in secondary school, I used to think about this a lot. If you're also this kind of person that used to think about this like me, you can drop your own experience in the comment section. So like you'll have picture what you want, like, okay, by this age, this is what I want to do. So when I'm this is what I'm going to do. When I'm that, this is what I want to do. When you graduate from secondary school, the reality comes out, and then you understand that this is not as easy as the way you plan, and also Allah is the blessed planner. Yes, and I could even remember that we have a lot of people that would be like, oh, if if I'm going to university, I want to be a doctor, so I'm going to study medicine. Some people might be like, no, I want to be an engineer. You might have some people say, no, I want to be a mass communicator. Some people might be, oh no, I want to be a lawyer. We have a lot of people like that. In fact, when I was in school, a lot of people in my class have these great courses they want to study. A lot of people want to be a lawyer. Some people want to be a doctor. Few people want to be a nurse. And some people might be, okay, I want to. Nobody said I want to study Greek. Nobody said I want to be a biology education. Nobody said, okay, I want to study economics. Well, some people might even want to study economics, but there are some courses people really don't want to study: botany, zoology, fishery, agriculture, food and nutrition. Some courses like that. A lot of people will not even think they will ever want to study that course. But guess what? As soon as you graduated from secondary school, you need to write your JAM, choose schools. Sometimes you might choose particular schools and you won't get the admission. Yes, I understand I'm trying to divert, but then I just want you guys to understand some concepts in basic life scenario. That is why I'm trying to put this in. So a lot of times we'll be like, oh, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. And you end up studying something entirely different from what you planned to study, right? But then you will now understand that, oh, I actually said I want to be a medical doctor, so I can't get the admission to medicine. So I got an admission into microbiology or biochemistry. I take the admission and I'm here today. Now, before you know it, that same biochemistry you choose, that you're trying to get a job which is in line of what you studied in school. Before you know it, you keep growing in your career, and before you know it, you just realize that, wait, there was a time I was thinking I want to be a medical doctor. Look at me now. I'm a biochemist, I'm working in KPMG, or I'm working in Nestle, and I'm even getting times 2 of what a medical doctor is getting. Wow, indeed Allah is the best planner. So that is why we really need to understand that even when um, our requests are not granted, or what we requested for, we are not getting the feedback immediately, we still need to trust Allah's plan, because He is always the best planner. He can't go wrong when it comes to planning for us what we are meant to do and what is not good for us. Now, what I was trying to talk about is this particular verse in the Holy Quran. I'm sorry I'm diverting too much. Now, so let's continue. Now, this verse is very, very powerful, because sometimes we make dua based on what we can see, but Allah answer us based on what He knows, because He knows everything, He sees everything. So based on what He knows, based on what He has in plan for us, that is how He answer our dua, because Allah's knowledge is complete. Ours is not. We are just making requests based on absorption, based on what we are saying. It's only Allah that has this complete full knowledge of what is best for us. Now, so when Allah does not give us something immediately, we shouldn't automatically conclude that Allah does not want to give me, or Allah does not want me to have it. We should just have this patience. We should have the patience. You know, patience is very, very, very important key you need to hold on to as a Muslim. As a Muslim, we really need to be very patient. Even when we make dua and we are not seeing the result immediately, we really need to be patient too. We really, really, really need to be patient. Now, we should ask, Ya Allah, yes, I want us to be very intentional when it comes to our dua. We really need to be very intentional when it comes to our dua. And what do I mean by that? We should ask, Ya Allah, if this thing is good for me, bring it to me in the best way and at the best time. And if this thing is not good for me, remove it away from me, from my heart, and give me something better. Yes, let me say this again. I said we really need to be very intentional in our dua. And whenever we're trying to make our dua, we should say, Ya Allah, if this thing is good for me, bring it to me in the best way and at the best time. And if this thing is not good for me, remove it from me, remove it from my heart, and give me something better. This is very important to us. We really need to make. Yes, I understand we might feel like, no, now this is good for me. I know it's good for me. I really want it. But if you want it, Allah does not want to give it to you. There's nothing you can do to it. And that is the more reason why we really need to be very intentional in our dua and tell Him, Ya Allah, I want this, and I know you can give me. Please, grant me this. I really want this. Ya Allah, give it to me. Now, you make your dua several times, then you can now be intentional about the dua. Ya Allah, this particular thing I'm trying to request for, if you think it's good for me, it's good for my deen, it's good for my dunya and akhirah, Ya Allah, please give it to me at the best time. Ya Allah, if this thing is bad for me, it's bad for my dunya and akhirah, Ya Allah, remove it away from my heart and grant me something better than what I requested for. Yes, we really need to be very intentional in our dua. Also, I have this very important reminder. I want us to say something, especially to everyone who have been waiting for a long time. Now, you can tell your friend, tell your family, your sister, your siblings, tell them, please, don't let the delay turn your dua into hopelessness. Yes, sometimes you might have a delay in your dua. Now, this delay, don't let it turn you into being hopelessness. Like, I've been requesting, Allah is not granting this. Like, I don't think this can work anymore. I don't think I can get this anymore. I don't think Allah even listens to me. I don't have hope anymore. No, you don't need to let the delay turn your hope into hopelessness. Now, don't stop asking Allah because you have not received an answer yet. Just because you have been making a particular request repeatedly, you have been asking Allah for things repeatedly, and you notice He's not giving it to you. You just want to be like, well, I've asked Allah and He's not granting it. I don't think I want to ask again. I just want to leave it like that, Jare. I'm not sure He's going to grant my God. No, keep asking me. You know one thing about Allah? He holds everything and he can give anybody anything. Yes, he holds everything. He's in charge of everything. He's capable of doing every damn thing. No matter how big, how little, how small the thing is, Allah is capable of granting that your little request that looks so big to you. Allah can grant it for you. In fact, you know one thing, and that is the reason why we really need to keep asking. Don't stop asking. You don't need to say, oh, I've prayed enough, I've requested enough. You haven't though. You haven't. Allah is not bothering by your repeated requests. He's not being bothered. It's not humans like, oh, you asked me for money yesterday, I just gave you money yesterday, you are here again, you are asking me, you are stressing me. No, Allah is not like that. And Allah even loves when, what's it called, his servants make requests. Yeah, Allah, please, you need to be humble when you are making requests. Because this is your Rob, is your creator, he created you. So you need to be very humble. Yeah, Allah, please, grant this, I want this, I want this. You list your, what's it called, dua request with, with humbleness. Yes, you request with humbleness when you are in front of your creator. You need to be very humble, calm, gently. You don't shout when you are making requests. Yeah, Allah, I'm here, oh, come and grant this, oh, please, oh, you have to give it to me. I can't do without you. Yeah, no. You don't request like that. Even in our religion, we don't request like that. You need to be very, very humble when you're trying to make a request. Yeah, Allah, I'm your servant. You know I don't have anywhere to go. You know I don't have any plan B. I don't have any option. I don't have anybody. I don't have any pastor, any afar, anybody, anywhere. You are the only one I have. Please, grant this. Please, give me this. Please, guide me to the right path. Please, do this. You know, a lot of times you keep making requests repeatedly, with sorrow and patience and tawakkul. Yes, you really need to have your trust in Allah. Before you even request, you need to trust Him that He can do it. Yes, you need to trust Him that He can do it, and that is why you are requesting for it. If you know He cannot do it, so why are you requesting? If you don't have the iman that, let me ask Allah, I need a car, I want to get a new car, yeah Allah. If you don't trust Allah, that it's Allah that can give you that car, so why do you request for Him in the first place? That is why your tawakkul is very, very important. You need to have trust in Allah, like, yeah Allah, please, I trusted you, I know you can do this for me, please grant me this. And inshallah, if that thing is best for you at that particular moment, He will give it to you. And if you think it's not the best for us at that particular moment, He will give it to us when it's time, when the time is right. Now, you don't need to say, I've prayed enough, I've done this enough, I don't think you can hear me. He can't. He will. He will. So you really need to be very, very intentional when it comes to making your dua. Now, I want to ask my viewers questions, so I will know if you guys are really going with me. Can anybody tell me what is the longest you have ever made dua for something? What is the longest time you've ever made dua for something? Time you ever made dua for something? Okay, I tried to make, but it's not working. Well, that's not the problem. I just want to. Oh, okay. Someone said, I don't want to, I just want to reply. What's the longest time you've ever made dua for something? Please let me know. Now, you don't have to reveal what dua it is. Just tell us, okay, there was a particular time I tried to make dua for 6 years for a particular thing, and then inshallah, Allah grants it for me after 6 years. Some people might be like, I make a dua for a particular thing for a year. So people might be like, okay, I made dua for something for 8 months, for 6 months. We have a lot of what's it called, things like that. Now, sometimes if you think like, I've been waiting for a particular thing for years and I'm not getting it, you know what? I'm not going to judge you, but I just want to believe that what you need is encouragement. And the reason why I say that is that, number one, you already hope, you believe, you trusted Allah that is the one that can do this for you, and that is the reason why you keep making dua for that particular thing, right? Great. Now, you don't need to lose hope. Yes. When you are feeling like losing hope, like, I've tried all I could and this is not coming up, I'm just tired, I don't think I want to do this anymore. There are moments where you make dua and you don't even have the strength to cry anymore. You just sit and say, Ya Allah, it's me again. I'm sure you know what I want. Just grant it for me. I understand. Because sometimes it feels so tiring repeating the same thing every moment and you are not getting a positive feedback yet. I understand it might be so tiring. So sometimes you might just feel like, yeah, you already know my request. You even know even the one I don't say, you already know it. So I don't want to say anything today. I just want you to grant my request. Yes, Allah knows. Even the ones you don't say, Allah knows. He sees the one you can't say, the one you can't say. Allah sees everything. And sometimes that's not all you can say. And sometimes if that is all you can say, it's okay. Allah knows what is inside your heart. Even when you don't say it out, even when you don't discuss it with anybody, Allah already sees what is inside your heart. But sometimes your dua can simply be, Ya Allah, help me. Without even making a lot of lists like, Ya Allah, I need house, I need a new car, I need to have a good spouse, I need to have a good job. Without saying a lot of that, you can just say, Ya Allah, help me. Because sometimes you might be making a lot of requests and you might just feel like this is not coming, like my request has not been granted, and you just feel down. At that point, you can just say, Ya Allah, I don't know what to say. Ya Allah, make way for me. Ya Allah, don't leave me to myself. All these little short dua, because you're just tired of repeating the same thing at interval and you are just tired. I understand as humans we get tired, but then we need to be hopeful. We need to have this tawakkul. Now, please, if you are just joining or if you've been here before, do well to like this video. Drop your comment in the chat box. If you have any question, also drop it in the chat box. We'll attend to that after the program. So, yes, what I'm trying to say is that even if you can't get the list of your dua the way you used to list them on a daily basis, sometimes you can just make your dua by simply saying, Ya Allah, help me. Okay, you can't hear me clearly. Oh, could it be from your end or something? Hello, please confirm if you can hear me now. Someone just drop in the chat box that you can hear me clearly. If you can hear me, please let me know. Please, can you hear me now? Hello? Okay, I just want to be sure. Oh, it seems it's my network. Okay, yes, someone said you can hear me. Oh, that's good. Okay, please, you can hear me clearly, right? Can you hear me clearly? Someone said you can't hear me loudly. Can you hear me clearly now? I also want to just drop in the comments box that if you can hear me so that I can continue. I want to be sure everybody can hear me clearly. Please, can you hear me clearly? I'm trying to fix this to be sure everybody can hear me. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe it's the person's network. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, now since someone already confirmed you can hear me, so obviously I want to believe it might be your network. Please kindly work on your network from your end so that you can hear me clearly. So, what I'm trying to say earlier is that sometimes you might not want to give the list of your dua. Just you, short one. Ya Allah, help me. Ya Allah, have mercy on me. Ya Allah, don't leave me to myself. And sometimes when we want a particular thing, let's say for instance you want to have a good spouse, you might just end up making dua for, "Ya Allah, please grant me a spouse." Yeah, no. You know, one thing about Allah is he has power over everything. He has the power to do everything for everybody. And that is the more reason why you, when you're trying to make dua, this is, you're talking to your Lord, the one that created you. It's not humans. Now, if it's human being, you can feel like, I don't want to make a lot of requests so that you won't feel I'm being guilt. I have so that the person will not feel like I'm bothering him with my list or I'm overstressing the kind of person or anything. This is Almighty. When you're asking Allah, ask Allah for the impossible things that you think is impossible to you. Ask Allah. You know, you're not too young to go for Hajj, you're not too young to have your own house, you're not too small to have your own car. Just ask Allah in His massive, in His mercy. He has a lot of things He can do for everybody, and He will definitely do it for you. So please ask. Don't just say, I don't want to ask Allah a lot of things. I don't. No. When you're asking Allah for things, make sure you ask Him for even the things that looks as if it's so impossible to you. Ask Allah. He's a Rahman. He's the one that can benefit you. He's a Rahim. He's the one that show mercy to His servants. He has the power to show mercy to everyone He wishes to show mercy to. So He's so merciful. You know, ask Allah little things you might even not think of. Ask Him everything you want. And remember, when you are asking Allah for things, don't ask Allah for dunya alone. Because normally, our purpose on this dunya is not forever. It's not like you can't live in this life forever. We are just in this life for the meantime. Let's say, what's it called? 80 years, 70 years, 90 years, 100 years, IS 120. So after 120, we are dead. Now imagine while you are alive and you try to ask Allah, Ya Allah, I want to build 5 houses, I want to have 20 cars, I want to be going to Hajj every year, I want to have good children, I want to have great spouses, I want to, keep asking worldly things, and Allah has been granting it for you. And guess what? You forget to ask about your year after. Subhanallah, that is so saddening. You can't just keep asking Allah for the worldly things without asking Allah for things that will be useful for you in the year after. Why? Because you can't be here forever. You are just here for the meantime, and after this life here, you have the year after where you have a lot of things to make account for. And that is why Prophet taught us one dua that he said we should make every time. As a Muslim, we should be very, very what's it called? You should say this dua almost every time. And what is this dua? The dua is Rabbana Atina في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Now, Allah said we should ask Allah for this dunya and we should ask Allah for the akhirah. Right? So, when we are making dua, it's good to have great things in this life. In fact, you can ask Allah for everything. But don't forget to ask Allah for akhirah. Why? Because you can't be here forever. You can't be here forever. So, when you are no more here, you should also be making dua for the place you are going after this life. Yes, you should start making dua. And you don't wait that I'm still young now. I'm just 20. I'm just 25. I cannot be making dua as if I'm going to die tomorrow. I'm still young. I'm not 70. So once I'm 70, I'm start making dua for my akhirah. But now that I'm still young, let me make dua for my dunya, and so that I can get a lot of things in this world. I can build house, I can travel out of the country, I can go to Paris, go to US, I want to enjoy my life. Then when I'm getting old, I will now settle down, start asking Allah for akhirah. My brother, my sister, tomorrow is not guaranteed. Yes, you hear me right. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Nobody told you you are going to live the 5 seconds, like the next 1 minute is not guaranteed. So there is nothing stops you. And Allah is encompasses in His mercy, like He has a lot of blessing. So asking for your dunya should not reduce you or delay you from asking for your akhirah. You can ask the two simultaneously. What do you want in this life? Ask Allah. Ya Allah, I want a good house. I want this. I want to travel. I want children. I want a good job. I want to have a job. A job that pays millions, billions, this, that. Yes, everybody wants good things in life. I understand. Even me, I want good things in this life, and I pray my Allah can tell me good things in this life. Yes, but then while making dua for all these worldly things, right? We really, really need to go to start making dua for your akhirah now, like immediately. Even if you not hear anything from what I've been saying so far, if you are just joining this thing for the first, if you are just joining this session right away, please make dua for your akhirah the same way you are making dua for your dunya. It's good to have great things in this life. Nobody says you should not build all the house and have all the cars and buy all the children and have the latest car, Rolls Royce, Lamborghini. You just want to live large. Yes, it's good. But my sister, why you make dua for your dunya, make dua for your akhirah? Because the next 5 seconds is not guaranteed. Nobody promised you tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. Anybody can sleep today and not wake up tomorrow. In fact, anybody can sleep today and not wake up tomorrow. Yes. So please, let's be very, very conscious about our dua and ask dua for dunya and akhirah. Now, after saying this, when we talk about Ya Allah, please help me with whatever I now when you are making your dua, try to be detailed enough in your dua. Yes. For instance, you want to make dua for job. You don't just say, Ya Allah, please grant me a job. I want a job that pays me 5 billion. I want a job that pays me 1 million. I want a job that pays. Yes, it's good to request for jobs that pays well. But then request for jobs that doesn't take away your salat. When you are praying to Allah and requesting for a particular thing, you need to be detailed in your dua. Ya Allah, grant me a dua, grant me a good job, a job that doesn't take away salat from me, a job that doesn't take away my modesty, a job that doesn't produce maybe haram things that makes my income a sort of haram to me. A job that doesn't say, you know what, in our company we don't accept hijab, you can't wear hijab here, or if you want to work in this company you have to go with cap, or you don't have break for salat. once you start, what's it called? Once you start working from 8, the only break you have is from 11:30 to 12. After that, till 4 o'clock before you have another break. So there's nothing that you want to go for salat. There's nothing like salat break. Yes, we have some jobs like that, and that is why it's very important when you are making dua. You need to be detailed. Even if you are asking for a child, right? Everybody wants to have a child, and you want to make dua for a child. You talk to Allah, yeah, Allah, please grant me a pious child, a child that will um, do this religion with me. Not the child that will grow up and tell you that, mommy, you can't be praying every time, it's so stressful. I don't want to pray again. Not the one that you say, mommy, I cannot be going to madrasa, it's very stressful. You know, a lot of children are out here now, and they just feel like, oh, they want to make their decision themselves. You cannot tell me what to do. Even if you force them while they are growing up, once they have this, what's it called, free access to their life, let's say the entire institution, they might decide to go their own ways, like, oh, it's mom that is just forcing me. Now that I'm in higher institution, I think I can do whatsoever I like. Then, if I want to pray, I pray. If I don't want to pray, I don't pray. There's nobody forcing me. So when you're asking Allah for particular things, be well detailed. Yeah, Allah, please grant me pious children, the children that will do Islam, and a hafiz or hafiz, a great child that will become a great ambassador of Islam, the child that will promote Islam, the child that will even do Islam better than the way I'm doing it, a child that will understand the deen better than the way I do, a child that will follow the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You tell Allah, and that is what I said earlier, that Allah is not humans. Like when you talk to human being that can get tired, like, oh, you've come yesterday and I've given you are here today again. What is it? Am I working for you? No, you're talking to the one that is in charge of everything. Yes, Allah is the one in charge of everything. And when you are talking to him, you don't feel shy. Like, I don't want to say this so that I'm no. Like, say it out, talk it out, say it all. Like, you need to be free when you are talking to Allah, and be detailed in your salat. Don't just ask for a child. Don't just ask for a child. The child that some people have children that smokes. Some child do prostitute. It's Allah that give them now. Allah give their parents such child, and she's also prostitute. Some children are into Yahoo. Some people are doing fraudsters. Those are children, and it is someone that gave birth to them. Their parents gave birth to them the same way parents gave birth to those ones that are Hafiz. We have some children that they are into Quran, they really want to learn the Sunnah, they want to understand Tawheed better, they want to understand fiqh even in detail. These are children, so that is very, very, that is the reason why it's very important that whenever you are making dua, be detailed. Ask Allah for a great thing, and be detailed in your dua. If you want to ask dua for job, be detailed. This is the type of the job I want. I don't want the one that will take away salah from me, or the one that will make me so tired that I will not be able to perform my tahajjud, or the one that will take away my Mondays and Thursday fast because I'm just tired and I don't have the strength to do that, or the one that will stop me from reading Quran because there's no time, even the little time that I have, I just have to rest and sleep. You really need to be detailed when you are trying to make your dua. Now, aside that, there is one thing I also want us to understand. When we talk about dua, we really need to understand what tawakkul means. Let's talk about tawakkul. What does tawakkul mean? I understand I've discussed briefly about this earlier. Now, for people that are just joining, I just want them to understand and have a better knowledge of what tawakkul is. Now, what does tawakkul mean? Some people may be like, tawakkul means simply means reliance in Allah. Since I'm relying in Allah, you know what? I'll just sit down here and I'll not do anything. So because I'm relying in Allah now, and of course we undo everything. Because I want to rely on Allah and I want Him to undo anything. So I'm not going to do anything. I just want to relax and enjoy myself. No, I cannot keep myself, Jare. What will be, will be. Allah have already destined it. If I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be rich. So I don't need to, because you guys are the ones that said we should have tawakkul, and I already have tawakkul. So I'm tired. I don't want to. You see the way I am like this. I just want to sit down and relax. Everything will come at the right time. No, that is not what tawakkul means. You make dua and you take the means. Now, for instance, you need a good job now. You're just praying Yeah, Allah, please, oh, grant me a good job. I want to work in Chevron. I want to do this. I want to do that. And you're just sitting down there. You just keep making dua. You're just making dua. My brother, that is not how tawakkul works. So. My sister, that is not what sabr means. So. It means you want a job. Before you apply, you make dua. Yeah, Allah, I want to apply for this job. Please grant it for me. Make it dua for me. You make your dua. You do everything. You apply for the job. After applying for the job, you still make dua. Ya Allah, I've applied for this job. Please help me. Grant this for me. This job is good for me. It will take away my deen. It will take away my iman. It will collect salah from me. It will take away my modest destiny. Please grant it to me. And if it's the other way around, remove it from me and grant me something better. Now, you've already made dua and you take the means. If you're asking Allah for a job, you apply. If you're asking Allah for admission, of course you need to prepare. You need to take some professional exam that admission requires for you to get it. If you're asking Allah for marriage, take a last step. If you're asking Allah for financial ease, look for opportunity. If you're asking Allah to improve your lifestyle, you need to work towards it. Now, once you know you are doing this and you are taking the necessary means, then you now leave the rest to Allah. Your major responsibility is to make the efforts. And what are the efforts? By applying for job, by preparing for your admission, by working in the midst of people that connect you to the right opportunity. You are taking the steps. You are doing your own part. You've already played your part. Then you can now rest like, okay, I've played my part and I want to leave every other thing to Almighty Allah to grant it for me. And that is what it really means. So your responsibility is to make the effort, and the outcomes of that effort now belongs to Almighty Allah. He owns the outcome of this responsibility. Is the one in charge, and he owns the outcome. Now, I have a powerful question. If everyone watching to ask themselves, I want everyone watching to ask themselves, if Allah give me this thing, will it bring me closer to Him? Yes, you really need to be sincere. You're asking Allah for admission, right? Did you ask yourself that, okay, if I get this admission, okay, let's say before you got the admission, you're actually very constant about your tawjud. You keep praying because you need something from Allah, and you just keep coming with your tawjud, with your Monday, Tuesday fast, with your white fast, 30, 40, 15 days on Islamic calendar. You keep coming, you are doing a lot of ibadat, your salawat, a lot of askar. You are doing it just because you want to get this thing. Now, ask yourself this is your question, like, okay, I'm asking Allah for a child, I'm asking Allah for spouse, I'm asking Allah for admission. If Allah actually give me this thing I'm requesting for, will this thing bring me closer to Him? Because sometimes if we are so focused on getting the answer that we forget to ask if we are prepared for the answer. Now, I know some people, like, when they are asking Allah for, I have not a friend anyway, but somewhat like a friend. So she was asking Allah for something, and she kept asking, like, she was on her A games, praying, doing a lot of things, doing sadaqah, doing Ramadan just because she needs this thing, she really needs to get it. And guess what? Immediately she got this thing. Before she got this thing, right, she used to cover her head. That is, she ties scarves. She doesn't expose her hair out there. But she will, by Allah's mercy, Allah granted her what she was requesting for. But instead of her to increase in deen, increase in iman, increase in whatsoever she has been doing, she started opening her hair just because she felt like, okay, I think I have what I want, so I don't have any problem anymore. So she started opening her hair, she started wearing short dresses, She started dressing in a way that she wasn't dressing like that when she was requesting for this thing. Now, imagine you requesting for a particular thing, and you got it, you now decided to reduce your ibadah, the way you dress, your modesty and everything, Do you think that that's a great thing? Of course it's not. Because requesting for Allah for a particular thing is one thing. Allah granting it is a blessing on its own. Now, you shouldn't use this blessing, the fact that Allah decided to bless you in His infinity mercy. You now decided to dress the way you want, you do some things you used to do as a Muslim. Like, people will even see you out there and be like, are you sure you are a Muslim? Ah, of course, I'm a Muslim. My name is Zainab. Oh, my name is Amina. Oh, I'm Khadija. Oh, I'm Ghaniya. Wow. I wasn't, I did not know you're a Muslim because your dress and your appearance doesn't show you're a Muslim. That's not a good thing. Because through being a Muslim, even without telling people like, okay, my name is this, they should already see that, this person, she's a Muslim. And you don't just need to do the appearance alone. Once you see me, you already know I'm a Muslim. No, you really need to intensify your behavior, the way you talk to people, the way you relate, and every other thing. You really need to be very conscious and do it the best way you can. Now, one other thing I want you to hold on to. Don't compare your timeline. Yes, please stop looking at someone else's life and using it to measure your own life. Allah loves you. Someone got married before you, someone had a child before you, someone got a job before me, someone buy a house before me, someone business took off before yours, your dua your dua appear to have been answered faster. Like someone's dua appears to have been answered faster, like, oh, see this person, she's already married, oh, she has 5 kids already, and we are just the same age, no, she's already this, she already have this, she already has that. Their time is not yours. Yes, I repeat, their time is not yours. Allah is the one that writes our stories, and everybody's stories is very, very different. You don't need to, you don't know the tests they go through before you are seeing those blessings they have there. A lot of us, we are going through different tests. Yes, you might feel like, I think I have a lot of problems. If you listen to someone else's story, subhanallah, you will feel like, alhamdulillah. Like, you say alhamdulillah like 100 times because you'll be like, wow. So someone else is going through this. I had a lecture. Let me tell you this. I had a lecture. So the lecturer said, everybody here has 1 or 2 problems. Now, if we are given a pen and paper, they ask us to kind of, okay, write your problem. Write one particular problem that is like your topmost priority, like something that makes you cry, something that you really want badly, that your hot problem. Write it down. So in a paper, and then roll it. So after doing that, everybody should throw it inside one big bowl. Now let's mix that thing together. It is being wrapped, right? So nobody will know if you are picking yours or not now. So after it's being wrapped, then they pour it down and they ask you to just pick randomly. You don't know if you are picking, you don't even know the person's problem you are picking. You just pick that problem. So immediately you pick the problem and you read it, you'll be like, hey, this problem is too much. Oh. In fact, please, who is with my own problem? Please give my own problem. I don't think I can. So you are going through this. That is the way it is. Now, a lot of people might be going through 1001 thing, and you see them on this media flaunting their hair, their hijab, their this, and you're like, hey, see this person, I think Allah is perfect. Oh. See the way she's beautiful, see the way she's smiling, see her dress, see her out, see that, just be comparing. But deep down, if you just move closer to that person and say, you are enjoying, you're not going through anything, the person just tries to tell you that, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they're going through this. Alhamdulillah, I never knew you are going through this. I thought I'm the one that have this big problem. I never knew a lot of people are going through 1 or 2 things. So now, that's the one thing, that's the major reason why I say, no matter what we are being through, no matter what we think is going through our mind, we really need to be grateful. Yes. Have you said alhamdulillah today? Do you say alhamdulillah every day? Please, no matter how difficult we think a situation is like, what I'm going through currently is so bad, it's so tough, it's this, it's that, we still need to be very grateful. Yes, we have a lot of people that have, you know, now some people's problem might be like, I need money, I need, I need money, like I should just say like 50 billion, 1 million, 10 billion, this, da 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 da. Now, some people have that money you are crying to have. They have it though, but they don't have good health. They've tried all they could. They are always in the hospital on one life support machine, or probably they are trying to fix them with catheter, or they are trying to pass them oxygen, or some people have been in coma. These are people that these are things that money cannot even buy. And your own problem is just money. You have good health, you have everything. Your problem is just money, and you think you have problem. Yes, I understand with money you can do a lot of things, but then having financial problem is not like the end of the world. Yes, a lot of us don't have money, as they used to say. A lot of us don't have money. They're just in our house like this. So yes, that's it. A lot of people are going through a lot. So we really need to be grateful. Yes, we really need to be grateful. Now let's do something. I want everyone watching to think of one dua. Don't type it if it's too personal. Just hold it to your heart. Then for the next few minutes, I just want you to imagine that you are standing in front of Allah with that request. Ya Allah, you haven't why haven't you given me this? Say, Ya Allah. Instead of you saying, Ya Allah, why haven't you given me this? Let's say someone that needs a job, or needs a job for instance. Instead of you saying, Ya Allah, why have you not given me this job? Just say, Ya Allah, I trust in your timing. Then say, Ya Allah, if this is good for me, bring it close to me. And if this is not good for me, replace it with something better and make my heart pleased with your decision. I want everyone to say that dua right away. Now, remember about Allah mercy. We all know that Allah is very, very merciful. Yes, He's merciful. And Allah said, don't despair in the mercy of Allah. Quran 39 verse 53. So, do not allow Shaitan to convince you that your situation is hopeless. Yes, so sometimes Shaitan tries to toy with our hearts and start giving us bad motivation like, do you think Allah can accept this dua? You better don't stress yourself. I don't think, Shaitan might try to do that. So, one thing I want you to do is that don't let Shaitan, don't let it toy with your heart. So, a closed door is not the end of your story. A delay and answer is not the end of your story. A difficult session is not the end of your story. Allah will change your situation in a way you will never imagine. Do you know there are some things you don't even ask Allah for and it just comes your way? There are some things you don't even imagine. There are some things you don't even believe it can happen to you. And you just see this and you be like, wow, how come? Yes, it happens. And that is the sign that Allah loves you. He's not neglecting you. He's not avoiding you. And he's not outrightly saying, no, or I don't want to give you this. There's just timing to everything. Before we end, I want us to make this dua together. And whosoever Oh, okay. So I'm so sorry. I tried to attend to something very urgent and I don't want that to disturb what we are doing. Okay. You can just make a dua. Ya Allah, bless me with this, bless me with that, and I want to believe inshallah Allah is going to grant whatsoever we are requesting for. And do you know one thing? I want us all to do. Now, whenever we are in our trial times, okay, let's say there's a particular thing very dear to you, and you've been trying to make dua about this particular thing, right? You've been making dua in and out, like you keep calling Allah, "Ya Allah, please grant me this," you're just trying to make the dua, you're trying your best, and you're not getting a response yet. I understand that this might be so saddening to your heart, like, I've been making this request a lot of time and I'm not getting any feedback yet. I don't think I can cope. I don't think I want to continue. You know what? One thing I want you to do is that I want to believe there are some times whereby your heart feels so heavy. Like you might just be like, I've been going through a lot lately. I don't even know what to do. You know this moment, right? Be very close to reading your Quran. If you can read, if you can't read, you can listen to it. Make sure a day doesn't pass by without you reading or listening to your Quran. Yes, it's a good thing. Yes, we read Quran every day, and if you know you are still struggling with reading, while we try to probably enroll to madrasa or maybe start attending madrasa, we listen to Quran every day. One. Secondly, you really need to be intentional about your tahajjud. Yes, be intentional about your tahajjud. Yes, I use the word intentional because I really want you to take it very serious. When it comes to your tahajjud, you really need to be very serious about it. And what do I mean? What I mean is that you have a particular thing you are requesting from Allah. You have a particular thing you are requesting Allah to do for you, right? Yes. Tahajjud is a great moment where you have this direct discussion with Almighty Allah. Yes, and I think I really want to discuss briefly about Tahajjud. Since we are discussing about something that has to do with dua, I want to believe this is a great opportunity for me to discuss about Tahajjud. Now, what do I mean? Tahajjud is a great opportunity to discuss directly with Almighty Allah. And when I say Tahajjud, I mean when you sleep, maybe after your Isha, you try to sleep and you wake up at the mid of the night, 1/3 of the night, let's say around 3:30, 4 a.m. Now, when you wake up, you try to make your dua, alhamdulillah, lazy, ayana, badama, mudana, wa you make your dua, you do the supposition you want to do, then you go to your bathroom, you brush your teeth. If you are the type that loves to bathe before Tahajjud, it's a good thing. And why did I say that? Cleanliness and neatness. If you notice, Islam teaches us we being neat. Like as a Muslim, you really need to be neat. Yes, you really need to be neat. And the reason why I said you need to brush your teeth and take your baths is that number one, you know you've slept overnight and you just woke up. You might have this smell in your mouth. So that's why I said if you can brush your teeth. I'm actually not saying it's very, very compulsory for you to do, but if you can, it's a good one. If you have what's it called, stick, it's even better rather than our toothbrush and toothpaste that we use. But if you can't, if you don't, it's good. You can still go with your stick. Then you take your bath, and why did I say you should take your bath? Sometimes while we are asleep, we sweat, especially in not during rainy season when the weather is a bit cool. We might sweat and we have this our body being I don't know how to put it. But I want to believe you understand what I'm trying to explain. Now, all this, if you can take your bath, right, then you wear a clean clothes. Emphasis on clean clothes because you are trying to make dua and you don't want to be dirty or you don't want to wear clothes that smells. So you need to wear a very clean clothes. I'm actually not saying you need to wear a white dress or something. Any color of dress you want to wear, just make sure it's very, very clean. Yes. Now, for a lady, if you want to pray as a lady, make sure the clothes you are putting on covers your toe. Like, it's very long to the extent that it covers your toe, like it's touching the ground. And if you know your clothes is just normal length, it's not touching your toe, it's better you put on socks. It's very important to put on socks or wear a clothes that touches down, down, down if you want to pray as a lady. I'm still trying to talk about tahajjud, right? Okay. Now, when you want to, what's it called? Pray your tahajjud, you do two rakah. You understand what I mean by two rakah, 4, 6, 8, 10, depending on if you have enough time and if you are capable to do. But if you can't, you can do two rakah. On your sujood, you talk to Allah. What I mean by talk to Allah, you tell, like you pour your heart, like you discuss with him as if you have someone that tell you, like, okay, tell me about your life. As if you go for a job interview and they ask you, like, tell me about your life, and you start telling everything about your life, like, I've done this, I did this, I did that, da 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 da. So now, when you are in your sujood, you pour your heart. There's no need to rush. You don't need to be in a hurry. This is the time you dedicate to pray and talk to Almighty Allah. So you don't need to be in a hurry because I just want to be fast. No. Yeah. And it's very good if you can make it even number. Is it even number or odd number? The ones that are not divisible by 2. So is either you pray just 2 rakah, which is, yes, 2 or 6 or 10, right? Yes, it's always good if you can make it like that. Now, on all your last sujood, call your heart, tell him wholeheartedly everything you want, the way you want it, how you want it. Talk to him, cry to him, call your heart. If you want to cry, cry. Like, tell him everything you want, the way you want it. And remember, as I said earlier, don't just ask for the dunya only. Ask for the akhirah. Yes, ask for everything that will be beneficial for you in this life and the hereafter. Okay? Now, so once you are done making your dua and you are done with your tahajjud, if you are not pray your witri while you perform your isha, the previous night, try to add your witri also, just to 1 rakah. So add your witri to your tahajjud prayer. So once you are done with your prayer, do a lot of salawat, do istighfar a lot, like a lot of istighfar, because day by day we sin, we are sinners, we sin every time, every day, everywhere. We are all sinners. So ask for istighfar a lot. Do you know what? I even had a lecture that says istighfar open doors of mercy. It helps you to be better. Your dua got answer faster if you do istighfar. So that's why I said do a lot of istighfar. And after doing a lot of istighfar, do alhamdulillah, be grateful. You don't just make requests. Ya Allah, I want to have a, Ya Allah, I want to build school. Ya Allah, I want to build hospital. No, you say alhamdulillah for the ones you have. You have a good life, alhamdulillah. You are a Muslim, alhamdulillah. You have a job, alhamdulillah. You have a spouse, alhamdulillah. You have a child, alhamdulillah. You say alhamdulillah a lot. Like, be grateful. Be very, very grateful. Be very grateful. Yes. You say alhamdulillah. You say astaghfirullah. Now, do a lot of salawat. My brother, do a lot of salawat, like Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad wa sallim. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanallah al-azim. La ilaha illallah wa la sharika lahu, lahu al-mulku wa lahu al-hamdu wa lahu kulli shay'in qadir. Do everything. Allahumma anta rabbi la ilaha illa anta khalaqtani wa ana abduka wa ana ala ahdika wa wa'dika ma istata'tu. A'udhu bika min sharri ma sana'tu. Aqulu laka bi ni'matika alayya wa aqulu bi dhanbi faghfir li fa innahu la yaghfiru dhunuba illa anta. Say a lot of these things. Say it a lot. And that is why it's very good if you can wake up very early, around about 3 o'clock, before you take your bath, before you start everything. It's almost 3:30 and you start your dua, everything. You have a lot of time to do your askar and everything before it's time for sujood. Okay? Yes, so as I was saying, you do all these things a lot. So once you are done doing them, now before you make your dua, you don't just say, yeah, Allah, I want money, I want this, I want that. No, you say Alhamdulillah. You say Alhamdulillah. You call Allah His names, Ya Rahman, Ya Razak, Ya Latif, Ya Habib. You know all these names. You call Him. You say it. You say it. You say it. Then, so after saying these things, then even before you even make dua that Ya Allah give me house, even the ones He has already given you, you thank Him for it. Ya Allah, thank you for blessing me. Thank you for making me a Muslim. Thank you for doing. You know, you thank Him. You thank Him. You thank Him. Then you now start listing what you want. Now, after making a list of what you want in your dua, now you don't just pray for yourself. As a Muslim, you don't just pray for yourself. You pray for your parents, pray for your siblings, pray for your friends, pray for what's it called, the entire Muslim ummah. Pray for people that are sick, people that are in distress. You know, you pray for a lot of people, and most especially people that are very closer to you. You know, you have a lot of people that are pregnant. You might not be pregnant, but then you pray for a pregnant woman. They are like, please, those that are pregnant, let them have is their delivery. You pray for people that are looking for children. You pray for a lot of people, especially the old Muslim woman. You know what is happening in Gaza, Pakistan, and every other place. You pray for everybody. You know, once you are doing with your prayer, and remember, I'm saying this again, you don't just pray for worldly things. Pray for your dunya and your akhirah. So once you are done with all this dua, also do a lot of salawat, do Allahumma salli ala sayyidina wa ala ali Muhammad wa sallim, you know, do a lot of subhanallah wa ni'mal la ilaha illallah wa la sharika lahu subhanallah wa bihamdihi subhanallah alazim, you know, do a lot of it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Now, Amio, someone said, oh, Allah give me 5 billion. You know, my lecture, Allah grants it at me. Today is Friday, and this is past 4, and this is one of the best times to make dua. Yes, I forgot to say this. This is one of the best times to make dua on Friday after after Salatu Ashur. This is one of the greatest times a Muslim can use the opportunity to make dua, and inshallah Allah will grant your dua. So now once you are done making your dua for everybody, then you go again with salawat, go again with alhamdulillah, you go again with astaghfirullah, and then you do sadaqah to people. Not necessarily you see all these beggars on the street and like them 100 naira, 200 naira. You know, people, you can even look within your area, and people, you know, people that are less privileged, you know, people that are in need, you know, people that need your help, you know, widows around, help them, give them something, make sadaqah. When you make dua, you make sadaqah, you help people. And I understand you might also be going 1 or 2, but then helping people does not reduce your blessing. Instead, it increases you in blessing, and it brings barakah also in your life. Yes, to close it up, you have a closing dua and you say, Ya Allah, you know, I want to pray for everyone watching this live. Ya Allah, you know what everyone is carrying. You know the dua they have never told anyone of. You know the tears they have carried in private. You know the things they are waiting for. Ya Allah, answer the dua that is good for them. Open the door that is good for them. Open the door that is great, that will bring blessing in their life. Close the door that is harmful for everyone watching this life right now. Ya Allah, for the person waiting for marriage, grant him a righteous spouse who will be a source of peace and goodness. Ya Allah, for the one waiting for child, grant him a righteous offspring and make their waiting a means of drawing closer to you. For someone in financial struggle, open door of halal risk that they never expected. Grant them a great source of halal risk for those that are expecting financial breakthrough. And if what we ask is not good for us, grant us something better. Make us patient while we wait. Make us grateful when you give us, and make us content with your decree. Ya Allah, don't allow us to leave this world with hearts attached to something more than you have attached to you. Forgive us all our sins. Accept our dua, increase our iman, bless our family. Ya Allah, protect our loved ones. Grant us halal and abundant risk. Ya Allah, grant us a beautiful ending. Amen. Jazakumullah khairan for staying with me. Please always remember this. Your dua is not wasted. You may not know when the answer will come. You may not know what form it will take, but never underestimate what Allah can do. Keep asking, keep trusting, keep waiting, walk, keep working towards Allah, and don't give up. Inshallah, bi qudratullah, may Almighty Allah answer all our dua, grant us allowance, grant us great spouse, pious children, increase us in iman, grant us wealth, and make us be a person that will be great in this world, and grant us happy ending, make our hereafter a peaceful one for us. Grant us goodness in this life and the hereafter. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت واستغفرك وأتوب إليك. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to share with your friends and family. And if this is your first time of coming across this channel, please do well to subscribe so that you get notified when we upload any other beautiful episode. Please be upon YouTube. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah,